The Lagos Judicial Panel of Inquiry for Restitution for Victims of SARS-related abuses and the Lekki Tollgate incident yesterday urged victims of the October 20 shooting of #EndSARS protesters by army personnel to come forward with their petitions. This came on a day a member of the panel, Mr. Ebun Olu Adegboruwa, SAN, said that the Minister of Works and Housing, Mr. Babatunde Fashola, may have tampered with exhibits at the scene of the Lekki shooting in Lagos State. Similarly, former Deputy National Chairman of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Chief Olabode George, yesterday condemned the killings of some youth at Lekki Tollgate during the post against police brutality. Chairperson of the panel, Justice Doris Okuwobu, retired, who spoke during the panel's sitting, said that the judicial panel has so far received 15 petitions from abused victims of the disbanded SARS. Okuwobi said that the panel is independent of the Lagos State government and will ensure that individuals with valid complaints of human rights violations will receive immediate compensation. She said if their cases are disposed of in a month or two, compensation, if recommended, should go to the victims immediately to assuage their pains. We are looking forward to memoranda from those affected by the unfortunate incidents of the shooting at the Lekki Tollgate Plaza by the military. The panel has received not less than 15 petitions relating to the disbanded SARS. We are indeed ready to commence the public sitting. The petitions are here. Without the petitions around, the panel will start full proceedings tomorrow, October 27th, which is today. We are relying on the civil society to assist the panel with reliable and credible evidence of the killings at the Lekki Tollgate Plaza. This is to ensure that there will be good evidence to assist the panel make appropriate recommendations in respect of all terms of reference of the panel. Lagos State Assembly also set up ad hoc committee on damages. On its part, the Lagos State House of Assembly yesterday set up an ad hoc committee to ascertain the level of damage and offer suggestions. The House also called on President Muhammadu Buhari to intensify the move for the creation of state police. Members of the committee are Deputy Speaker Wasiu Sani Eshinlokun Abiodun Tobun, Rotimi Olowo, Ajani Owolabi, Ganiyu Okanlawon, Victor Akande, Rashid Makinde, Ibrahim Layode, and Hakeem Shokunle. The House had embarked on an inspection tour of the scenes of the carnage, which include the Lagos High Court, BRT Oyinbo Terminal, Fagba, Isokoko, and Pen Cinema police stations, Oba Akinyolu's Palace, City Hall, and Public Works Corporation. While debating on the issue, members took turns to condemn the carnage and death of the protesters at the Lekki Tollgate. In his remarks, the Speaker, Mr. Mudashiru Obasa, who commiserated with victims of the looting and vandalization, urged Lagosians to protect their properties. He said the events that have taken over our state and by extension Nigeria within the past 2 weeks regarded the #EndSARS protest and its aftermath as such that call for concerns in their entirety. The Lagos House of Assembly was the first in the nation to identify with the cause of the youth, asking for an end to police brutality in the nation, and we threw our weight behind the movement. Similarly, a member of the panel, Mr. Adegboruwa, faulted Mr. Fashola, saying he may have tampered with exhibits at the scene at the Lekki shooting in Lagos State. On Sunday, Fashola was said to have found a camera while on a tour of the toll gate where #EndSARS protesters demonstrated for 13 days before they were forcefully dispersed. In a statement, Adegboruwa said, since the panel has been vested with jurisdiction over the Lekki Tollgate, I verily believe that it is illegal for anyone else to conduct any visit to the said Lekki Tollgate in the absence of and without the authority and consent of the panel. It was reported that in the course of the visit, the former governor of Lagos State and the Minister of Works and Housing, Mr. Babatunde Fashola, SAN, discovered a hidden camera, which he took. This is a clear case of illegally tampering with exhibits that may become useful to the panel in the course of its assignments. I appeal to the governor of Lagos State to allow the panel the full autonomy and independence that was promised at the time of inauguration. It is contempt of the panel for anyone to usurp the powers of the panel in the way that has been reported. Meanwhile, a PDP chieftain, Judge and Chief Judge said that the protest was a result of a failed system where structures of powers are hindering merit and excellence. Speaking at a press conference, Judge said, our ethos and norms have broken down. It is this very anomaly which is much pronounced in Lagos State than any other part of our nation that galvanized the NSAS protest. He, however, recommended that the two toll gates at Lekki should be dismantled, saying it remains a sacred ground where innocent lives were cut short abruptly. He said at the Admiralty Circle Tollgate, specifically where bullets rained on that Black Tuesday, a monument should be erected as a permanent memorial to honor the young men and women who stood up in the peaceful protest against the ills in our society. I have chosen to talk. I have chosen to identify with the voiceless, the helpless, the trampled, the helpless, the selfless members of the armed forces and the police. But I do not speak with any partisan badge. I speak as a Nigeria patriot. I speak as an elder statesman. I speak as the Atina Odua of Yoruba land. I speak as a Lagosian original. Okay? So guys, we have seen a lot. I think in a nutshell, what the panel is trying to say is that the victims of Lekki Tollgate shooting should come forward for evidence. I don't know what you think about that. They should come forward to do what? To testify, so that they will have a what to say. They will know what to do. But the Fashola's camera that he found, they are trying to say they are not going to use that. I don't know where he got that from. He says subversive elements. They put it there. I don't know how he came to know that subversive elements, according to Fashola. You know, people are calling him now that he's a detective officer now. Okay, someone says they should come forward with the dead bodies, Abi. People recorded and took shots of happenings at the toll gate, but nobody took shots at the dead bodies from the massacre. Every lie must come to an end. That's what somebody says here. Well, when everyone was running for their lives, no street camera. Okay, if we live for empty posts, that is how you know them. Have you ever seen or heard anyone dying? Have you ever been at the point of death? Of course, no. But why were fake names given as names of those killed during the massacre and the dead don't have relatives? Okay, maybe you have not seen them. Some people have started coming out. Come forward to do what? So that you can finish them weller. So guys, let us hear your opinion. These are the reactions of people to what the panel has demanded for. Leave your comments below respectfully and let us know your thoughts. Thank you.